in the next 45 minutes, we will be doing a session on career structure and about QPFP certification program. And you will be able to apply for the module 1 of QPFP certification program and get it for absolutely completely free. So are we ready to start the QPFP career session and the demo session so that you can know about it and apply and get the module 1 completely free? Shall we get started on that? Lovely. Okay. So allow me to share my screen and quickly, quite a lot of you have joined in and I want to check with you all who all are here. Can you all share on the chat box? Let's warm it up on the chat box. How many of you are from which place? Can you share from which place you belong on the chat? Let me see who all are there. And in the meanwhile, we have a wonderful gift for you. You might want to subscribe for this 31 actions for becoming a successful personal finance professional. 3,000 people plus have already joined this course and they are benefiting from this course. Okay, there will be 31 emails which will come to you for the next 31 days. And these are like really thought out emails on what exactly you should be doing to build a great practice and become a successful professional. Allow me to quickly share the link for this. And in the meanwhile, just a minute. Let's put this here. Okay. Okay. So yeah, okay, so we have Bhavin from Ahmedabad, Neelam from Ahmedabad, Sujata from Mysore, we have Pune, Sanjeev, Mallapuram, Kerala, Sandeep from Mumbai, we have Ramesh from Kerala, Kochi. Lovely. Okay, great. Thank you so much, friends. And those of you who wish to join this course, a free course, 31 actions course for personal finance professionals, please go ahead and join this. The link is on the chat box. Okay, so let's move on to the career awareness program and QPFP demo session. My name is Sadiq Nilgun. Those of you who do not know me, I'm the founder director of Network FP, been in the field for the last 15 years and been running Network FP for the last 10 years along with my team and task force. In the first place, I want to thank you all and congratulate you all. Thank you for being here today with us, taking out your time on a it's a Saturday morning. Thank you so much for taking your time and congratulations for investing your time for thinking about your future. Okay. Otherwise, we're all so busy in catching up on what's there on our desk in a day-to-day life or in troubleshooting. Most of times we are also in the troubleshooting mode or trying to just service the clients, but we rarely think about the growth and the future of our practice and our career. So congratulations for taking out time and thinking about yourself. So what will you get today in the next 45 minutes to 1 hour? What is it that you will get? First, we will cover 20 to 25 minutes of pure structure for becoming a successful financial advisor. Okay, we have heard about Kathy. You must be knowing other successful financial advisors. We have been fortunate to interact and have observed hundreds and thousands of financial advisors here in India and internationally. So I'll be giving you exact 3-point formula, three strategies and a simple formula to build up a great practice. Okay, so that's what I'll be doing in the next 20 to 25 minutes. Post that, I'll take you through what really QPFP is, what are the steps and standards, what is the rigor, what is the examination, what are the pro tools which we take and stuff like that. And then we'll invite you to join for QPFP and get the module 1 free. Okay, get the module 1 free of almost 1 month of, not almost, it's more than 1 month of program, which you'll be getting free. Okay, so that's what we'll be doing today. And I request you all, if you, in the first 20-25 minutes, even if you want to take a pen and notepad to make notes of what we are sharing, you might want to be doing that. So this is Network FP. Network FP started in the year 2011. We have completed 10 years of being there, just doing one work of helping financial advisors like you build and grow their practice and career. Okay. The last, the Network FP is known for its events and conferences, but now, apart from events and conferences, we have pro membership program. It's an annual continuous education program, as well as this QPFP certification program, which is a proper foundation program for anybody who wants to get into the practice, or people who want to, many of us really didn't have a, like Kathy said, if I'd got QPFP when I started, the growth would have been much faster. Okay, we never had a structured way of starting practice and building practice. So QPFP gives you that structured methodology, tools, and knowledge to build a very structured and successful practice. So that's Network FP for you all. And this is my the last event which we held in 2020, just before the COVID. Over 2,000 people from across 100+ cities attended this program. And we have this team and task force. It's hugely driven by volunteers of the community Network FP. Our mission, friends, is to ensure that every Indian family has access to a competent and ethical professional like you who can help them achieve financial well-being. And this is the mission which we are on. And the vision which we have is to have at least 10,000 professionals by 2030. Okay, so to ensure that this mission is accomplished, we have a vision in place, which is 10,000 professionals who are part of Network FP by 2030, and that's the next 10 years. So here are the 3 simple secrets to become a successful financial advisor. My question to you is this, okay? If you do this, if you follow just these 3 things, there's no way, there's absolutely no way that you cannot do a good practice. You cannot have a good income for yourself. You cannot have be doing good for your clients. Okay, so these are just 3 simple things, very deep in its philosophy, and very deep in its practicality also. It's not something which we have created. We have observed hundreds and thousands of people, financial advisors, and then come to, okay, what are the final 3 secrets which are really important to become a successful financial advisor? Okay, so how many of you would like to know these 3 secrets? On the chat, put your hands on the keyboard and put it on the chat. And when you're putting anything on the chat, select panelists and attendees. And okay, panelists and attendees, Sujata, Ramesh, everybody, panelists and attendees, okay, and you'll say bring it on, BIO. That's what we say at Network FP. We start any learning with a lot of energy and enthusiasm. Okay, where there is energy, there is more absorption. Okay, so we need to ensure that we are really into it when we are learning things. Okay, thank you so much, Bhavin, Ramesh, Sanjeev, Sunev. Lovely, good. Ramesh, Sujata, excellent. Let's see what is the first secret. First secret is you just, in this entire world, okay, of 7 billion people, all you need is 100 good families who can trust you completely with 100% of their money matters. Are there 100 families in this world who can sleep completely in peace and do not have to worry about money because you exist in their life? All you need is such 100 good families. Okay, as Kathy mentioned, they map only around 50 families to each RM. Okay, we believe that 100 to 200 is really like a good amount of client base that one can have. And from each one of these client base, obviously you need to be earning a certain amount which will come to. Okay, so are there 100 to 200 good families who can really trust you, and for whom you are the world when it comes to money matters? Okay, that's secret number 1. We don't have to run behind thousands of clients and thousands of folios and thousands of SIP folios and all that. No, all we need is 100 good families giving 100% clients. Okay, so how many of you think you can generally speaking, what we have seen is that in India, those of us who work on a relationship model, not a transactional model, when you are working on a relationship model, you can work with only 100, 200 clients. When you transactional model is where people come, they buy a insurance, go. People come, they buy a SIP and go. No, when it is relationship, you are managing their entire portfolio, entire money matters. Okay, When it comes to India, what we have seen is that the ideal clients are ones who have at least 10 lakhs on a minimum side, okay? 10 lakhs or more of annual income, or 10 lakhs or more of net worth or asset book, okay? And it can be, for example, Kathy said their average this is around 50 lakhs, okay? That is because she lives in Mumbai, maybe she has evolved a lot, she comes in media and all. But generally speaking, 10 lakhs to 1 crore is like a good, either in income or in the asset book, okay? So how many of you think you can get 100 clients, 100 families in this entire world in the next couple of years? Is this doable? Because I want to share a strategy which are, like really doable, not something which are really, we are speaking in the air, okay? We want to speak simple stuff, but very deep and good stuff, okay? That's great. So 100 to 200 good families is all we need. Second is we want to deliver and earn a minimum revenue of 10,000 rupees to 1 lakh rupees per client or more than that, okay? So do you have an offering in place, a combination of fees and commission, or just commission, or just fees, combination of insurance, combination of mutual funds, maybe PMS, your NPS and all that stuff, plus financial planning, maybe bills and tax, with all the products and services that you have, okay? Are you able to generate 10,000 rupees of minimum revenue per client on a minimum side, okay? Obviously, this 10,000 will become maybe 20,000, 50,000 as your experience grows, as you age in this practice, and maybe based on the kind of client base whom you cater to, okay? So because see, we need to have some kind of a revenue expectation, because we can only serve those 100 to 200 clients. What is the point? Take, let's do this example. If you do a 10,000 rupees SIP, if you do a 10,000 rupees SIP, what's the earning that you get from that SIP in 1 year? You don't get more than 1,000 rupees or maybe 1,200 rupees, okay? Is your cost of, but there is a cost of acquisition to that client and that asset book, okay? So is your cost of acquisition less than income which you are earning? So basically the income has to be more than the cost. It's a simple business matter, a simple business principle, okay? Your cost of acquisition and cost of servicing has to be less than the income which you immediately earn and earn over a period of time, okay? So we need to have a strategy in place to ensure that every client is giving us 10,000 to 1 lakh rupees, and also ensure that these, if the client is not ready for giving that 10,000 to 1 lakh rupees revenue today, we need to ensure that we take on clients who are giving us that kind of a revenue at least in the next 2 years, 3 years, okay? At least you need to have that visualize, you should be able to see that that the client is capable and is willing to give that kind of revenue to you, either in the form of the commissions through the investments and insurance, or to the fees through your financial advisory services, okay? So that's the revenue per client, minimum revenue per client. Does this make sense? Does this make sense to you? Yeah, I request you all to put on your thinking hat, okay? Because rarely do we think about our own practice and career in a deep way, and when you're getting an opportunity and time now, think about it, okay? Good, thank you so much, everybody who is responding. My next secret, okay, next strategy is retain your clients for lifetime and serve them year on year. Retain your clients lifetime and serve them year on year. Here it is, okay? This is the approach and the attitude which you should have, okay? Just imagine this. Just imagine, close your eyes and imagine saying this to your client. I'm literally saying it. Close your eyes and imagine saying what I'm going to say this right now to your clients, okay? You're going to say, just imagine saying this, okay? Hello, client. Let me put it in Hindi, okay? or let me first put it in English. Okay, I want to work with you. I'm a financial advisor. You are my client. I want to work with you till the time either you are alive or I am alive. I want to work with you till the time you are alive or I am alive. See, you may not literally say this to your clients, but imagine if you have that kind of attitude and you bring it up in each and every of your communication, each and every strategy, each and every engagement of yours. How powerful is that? It will change the entire nature of your business and your approach and the way clients think about you and the way you think about your clients. Okay, so we want to work with clients for the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, till their retirement. And after retirement, we want to manage their retirement corpus of 5 crores, 10 crores, whatever corpus they have created. They want it to be lasting for the lifetime, right? So we want to be working with them for the next 20, 30, 40 years. Okay, so that's the kind of approach which we have to build in our practice, when in our communication, as well as the offerings which we have. Does this make sense? Is this making sense? Clients for lifetime. Everybody on the chat, is this making sense? Okay, this is easier said than done. This is easier said than done. Okay, to ensure that this kind of a strategy is followed, we need to put in place certain engagement plans, certain communication plans. Okay, so that's clients for lifetime. Let's not have a transactional relationship where a client comes, does a SIP, go, forgets us, we forget them. Client comes, take a health insurance policy, goes, they forget us, we forget them. No, that really is not a profitable and sustainable practice. The real win to the clients and us happens when we work for the next 5, 10, 15 years. That's a win-win. It's a win for clients because they are achieving their goals and they are managing their money. They're not making their mistakes for the next 20 years. And we are making our practice more and more. We are growing our practice with them and we are making it profitable. Okay, so that's clients for lifetime. So work with 100 to 200 clients with 100% wallet share, earn a minimum revenue of 10,000 or more, serve and retain them for a lifetime. Do you think you can have a great practice just by following these 3 things? You don't have to really do anything. Just if you make this the mantras of your practice, how powerful is that? Just say on the chat, say power of 3. If you're really able to build, if you're really able to absorb the simplicity and power of this simple 3 steps. Power of 3. Just mention power of 3 or very much excellent. Okay, let's see. I mean, and take my words. Okay, what happens? Let me also give you what really happens. Okay, every financial advisor whom you see who are doing well, let's say Gajendra, Khyati, or Suresh Sadokappan, or everybody, most of them start something with this kind of a strategy. Okay, and as and how you grow. Okay, when you as a principal advisor touch those 100 clients, you're not able to serve any longer more clients. That's when you take more team members, and then you pass on the fresh set of clients to new team members. Okay, so that is the next level of growth. But the first foundation milestone has to be your 100 ideal clients giving you 100% wallet share, giving you minimum revenue, and they're working with you for a lifetime. Making sense? Okay, and this precisely, friends, is what we the whole QPFP program is oriented towards. Okay, the whole QPFP program has been structured, has been designed, and is being delivered to help you achieve this ideal practice with your ideal clients. It's very simple, and once you master this for yourself, you can pass it on, or you can build a great firm with your team members following the same set of principles. This is what we do. Okay, this is the 9-step blueprint of Network FP, and what we spoke about is acquire these 100 clients, deliver services and gain a minimum revenue, and then retain them for lifetime. Okay, this is a simple 3 things which we have to be doing in the 9-step formula which we advocate to financial advisors, and the whole QPFP program has been built to help you design your set of structures, processes, and strategies around this philosophy. So here's a simple formula. Okay, a number of clients into earnings per client into years of retention will speak about your success. We don't have to speak about anything else. If I have to go and ask a financial advisor and evaluate whether he's successful or not, I'll just ask him these 3 things. There's nothing else that I need to ask him or her. Not even what is your asset book. According to me, asset book is a very misleading information because it doesn't talk about the cost of acquisition. Okay, so if you want to take a screenshot of this, take a screenshot of this. Asset book is absolute byproduct of number of clients, earnings per client, and years of retention. Don't you think your asset book will automatically increase if you do these 3 things right? What do you all say? I want you all to kind of relate to, I request you to relate to the simplicity, because we all want complicated things. That's when we believe, हाँ इसमें कुछ तो दम है. But when things are simple, we'll say, अरे ये तो पता है. But the simple things is what really makes a difference and actually gives results. Okay, so this is a simple formula which we wanted to share with you. So that's the educational part, and what we really believe, friends, is this. Okay, we think that every family in this world would like to work with a professional the day when they can find one, they can trust one, and they can afford one. Absorb this. What do you think about this? Do you also feel the same? I feel this. Every family would like to work with a professional the day they find one, they trust one, and they can afford one. On the chat, what do you think? And India is a huge country. India is a country with at least 3 crore people with 10 lakh plus income. 3 crore plus families with 10 lakh plus income. Huge country. We need 2 lakh professionals. We need 2 lakh personal finance professionals. And we at Network FP, we want to help you become that one person. You have to be that one person, okay, to your set of people who know you, okay, your friends, family, your relatives, your neighbors, for everybody around you. You need to be that one person whom they can trust, whom they can find because they know you and they can afford you. Okay, so with that, we would like to invite you all to the QPFP certification program, and with your permission, I wanted to share what are the steps and standards, how rigorous is the program, how much efforts and time it will take for you to complete this program, what will be the benefits of this program to you. Do I have your permission to share the steps and standards and invite you to apply for QPFP today? May I have your permission, please, on the chat? Thank you, Neelam, Bhavin, Sunev, thanks. Others, I need some, because I don't want to force, I don't want any one of you to be forcefully sitting in this session, okay? I need your permission so that I can openly share what we do and invite you to be part of this amazing program and the community. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So friends, in the first place, trust the process and enjoy the journey, because it's going to take 6 months of your 6 months to complete QPFP certification program. And it has been designed that way to ensure that it is rigorous and it instills discipline in you. Okay, so we are not cutting short on anything, and we don't want you to cut short on anything now, because we want you to have success in the long term and in the future. Okay, so there's a process, and it's rigorous. Each one of us have to go through this to be able to wear that hat and that badge of QPFP, that is Qualified Personal Finance Professional. Okay, so first is, we start with the application, which you are going to be doing today. You start with applying for the QPFP program. Then we go through a 100-hour, very structured, highly structured 100-hour education program. Then we have a 3-level examination. Then we also complete experience. Okay, there's relevant experience, which most of you must have already in place, but those of you do not have, you need to meet that. Then we sign and adhere to ethics at heart declaration, and make some promises to the public. And then lastly, we then get awarded with the QPFP certification mark. So these are the 6 steps of QPFP certification. Point number 1, step number 1 is application. To be eligible to apply for QPFP, you should have completed your graduation and then passed any one industry examination, like an NISM 10A, 10B, 5A, 5B, mutual fund exam, or insurance exam, or any of the BSc, NSA exam, or the CFP, CW exam. Okay, if you are eligible, you can apply and get started on your journey with QPFP. How many of you here are eligible? On the chat, can you please say it on the chat in the panelists and attendees? Say eligible. If you are eligible, select eligible in the drop down. Okay, Michael, Irene, Bhaven, Neelam, lovely. Okay, Mike. Okay, good. Most of you are eligible. Those of you who are not eligible, know that this program is not really for you. You might want to, you might want to, figure out some other program which might be helpful for you. Okay, but those of you who are eligible, and we have kept this eligibility because we want only serious people to get into this program. Okay, we want people who are going to stay committed to this profession after doing this program. We don't want people who are like, kind of flirting with personal finance profession. We want people who are ready to get married with personal finance profession. Okay. Step number 2 is QPFP education education, which is having 50 plus sessions and 50 plus tools. Okay, that's a total of around 100 sessions, actually speaking. Okay, and it is spread across 100 hours or 6 months. Either you can attend it live during the Saturdays like this, or you can attend recordings. Now, what we have seen is that people in the past batches, around 50% of them have been comfortable attending live, and another 50% have been comfortable attending recordings, but both are equally effective. Okay, the way it's all structured, our LMS is fabulous. Okay, you will love the interface in which you will be learning even the recorded session, and obviously live are obviously always good. It is spread across these 5 modules called as the core foundations of professional success, designing solutions, financial products, and then comprehensive consultancy process, and then client management best practice. I'll be showing more about the curriculum later. Examinations are divided into 3 levels. Topic tests happen every single week. Soon after the session, we take a topic test. It will be of 10 minutes only each week. But second is the module examination. After each one of these 5 modules, you take an examination, okay, of 2 hours. And then there is a final examination, which is a 4-hour examination. And we conduct mock exams to ensure that you prepare fully for the final examination. Okay, know that the examinations are very practical. Each and every question, our attempt is to put you in front of your client and tell you, okay, your client is under this situation, now what will you do? That's how you will start thinking about giving the best thing for your client, and client gains trust in you. Okay, so examination is not done for the sake of examination. Okay, at Network FP, at QPFP, examination is done with a purpose of actually helping you and train you have that client orientation when you sit in front of the client. Okay, so that's the final examination, and we really love giving examination. And we always, before giving any examination, we say something called as "I love exam." Okay, you'll come to know more about this as you get into the program and we progress. Okay, so that's the examination. Then is the experience part. You need to have at least 1 year of experience, which you have either completed before the program or during the program or even after the program. Okay, so that's the experience part, which is not really a should not be a difficulty for most of you, either as employment or as self-employed. You can do this. Then you need to agree to follow the ethics at heart. Okay, we make certain promises to the public, and we as a community stand by certain ethical conduct. Okay, and this is something which is non-negotiable. Okay, client first and ethics have been the core philosophy of Network FP right from the beginning, and should be of for the QPFP also. Okay, we need to exactly tell the public what to expect from us, and then hak se bolna pade, hak se jaake, we need to tell them, I want to work with you, let's work together. We are the best in the we are the best in the field, whom you can trust and work with. Okay, that's the kind of confidence which we get when we start speaking ethics and we start following ethics. Last but not the least is then get awarded with this beautiful certificate. It's amazingly nice certificate, very vibrant certificate, which you can put up on your all the digital media as well as in your physical office. Along with that, you get listed on the QPFP directory of QPFP professionals, and you get the license to use the QPFP marks, logo, and the designation qualified personal finance professional. Okay, so how many of you would like to have this certificate and use the designation qualified personal finance professional, and also use all these logos in your communication and marketing channels? On the chat, how many of you would like to aspire for getting this? Okay, lovely. So we start because this is going to be a long journey. Okay, it's going to be like a 6-month journey, and it's really going to test your patience. It's going to test your patience, your discipline a lot. Okay, over the next 6 months. So, but this is the end result which you'll be getting, which you'll be really very proud of after the 6 months of journey. Okay. Okay, so what are the promises which we make to the public and professionals? Here is the promise which we make. Ethics. Ethics stands for expertise. I'm going to say, as a QPFP professional, I want to say that I will develop expertise. I have developed expertise, and I'll keep developing expertise and competency and knowledge which I need to serve you better. I'll maintain transparency of dealing with my clients. I'll give holistic solutions across the entire financial life of my clients, not just one aspect of my client's personal life. I'm going to remain honest. Integrity is going to be at the core of my offering and my dealing with the clients. Client first. I'm going to put my client's interest first and always before my interest. Last but not the least is I'm going to be solution oriented, goal-based solutions, rather than being a product pusher or being just a transactional in nature. Okay, this is the promise which we as a community, as QPFP community, are going to make to the public. Do you think public will work with people who make this promise and live by this promise? Simple. Do you think the investors, consumers, the public will work with people who make this promise and live by this promise? This is called as ethics at heart, which each one of us are going to follow and then put it in practice. Promises to the professional. He is Mr. Nick Murray. Kathy spoke about him just in the previous interview of Kathy in the Power Talk. He is called as the advisor of advisors, and he says all of us in this profession are in this profession only for 3 reasons. 1, to do good for clients. In return, earn well for ourselves, and be happy doing good for clients and earning well for ourselves. There's no 4th reason for which we all are there in this profession. Do you agree? Are you able to relate to this? And these three things are specifically our promises to the QPFPs. There's no way you cannot achieve these three things if you follow what we are going to teach you in QPFP certification program. There's absolutely no way you cannot achieve these three things if you follow what we are going to be sharing in the next 6 months. Do you think this makes sense? Yeah. Lovely. Okay. So that's the promise which we want to be making to you, and you can check with any of the QPF professionals earlier. And we have really lived up to this, promise which any promises we make, we live it up. Okay. In fact, we tend to try and see if we can over deliver, but we always meet the expectations which we have set. With this, friends, I'd like to invite you all to be part of the next batch, which is starting on July 31st. Do good for yourself and earn, do good for your clients and earn well for yourself. You are invited. Okay. So now coming to who are the trainers, the curriculum, the pro tools and stuff like that. Allow me to share allow me to quickly share some of the things which have not been covered. And I wanted to share it with you here. You can always visit the website for everything. Okay. So there is curriculum. It's a 5-module curriculum. You'll find the entire 50 topics here. And you'll also see this something called as pro tools in each of the topic. Okay. There's something called as pro tool in each of the topic. You can, and these are all calculators, templates, ready to use plug and play calculators and templates, right? From, let's say, TVM calculator. We have in module 2, we have retirement calculators, the children's education, the income tax, capital gain tax calculator. We have cost of delay investment calculator, will format. There's just a lot of things. Then we go to the products, where we cover all the products which are relevant for the practice. Then we put in place a process. And then last but not the least is the client management. Okay. Next, we have the trainers and coaches. The trainers and coaches are the people who have been there, done that. They're all practitioners. There are no academicians in our panel. Okay, people who are actually dealing with clients and who have set up successful practices, like a Kathy, Gajendra, and everybody. Okay, so they are going to be your trainers. So we are going to learn quite a lot from their practice, apart from what they're going to be teaching us on the in their topic. Okay, then we have the directory. You will be part of this directory of QPFP professionals. You will also get listed on the public. We have come out with a public website telling them who QPFPs are and how they can benefit from QPFP certificates. So you'll be part of this also. Okay. And then last but not the least is the fee structure. Fee structure is this. Okay. Okay, the fee structure is 9,991 rupees per module, including of GST. Okay, including of GST. And the first module is waived off. The first module fees is waived off for Network FP Pro members, the CFP certificates, the past participants of Network FP, and the nominees of Pro members and QPFP certificates. Okay, so how many of you are eligible to get the module 1 free, and how? Sure, Vivek, allow me to answer. Okay, how many of you are eligible for module 1 free on the chat? Because you are a nominee or an existing pro member. Yeah, yes, just say eligible. Sure, Shrikant. Allow me to come. Okay, Shrikant, you just have to, Shrikant Matrubai. Okay. Shrikant, you just have to be, take one of the pro members' name and you should be eligible. Okay. So that's a fee structure. And allow me to share the other stuffs. You're going to be getting the online logins. Okay. Online logins with where you're going to get all the entire entire QPFP at one place. in a recording in a neatly categorized and indexed QPFP sessions. That's what you'll be getting. And then the module 1 is covering these things, which will start on July 31st. Okay, and you can avail of this free module, and then you will continue with the module 2 and 3 on a regular basis. Okay, so with that, friends, I'd like to come to the end of this, and I'm happy to take any questions you have. And in the meanwhile, I want to check with you all how many of you would like to apply for QPFP and get started with QPFP. I'm launching the poll. Would you like to apply for QPFP program and attend module 1 for free? Okay, let's see. And if you have any questions, please ask it on the chat box, and I'm happy to take those questions. Okay, question number 1 coming from Vivek Sharma. All right, so am I eligible? Okay, let me see the questions. Okay, so I'm confusing between the QPFP program and the CFP program. Now, Vivek, that's a very good question and very often asked. You need to take your call, okay? But I'll because I come from a CFP background, and I'll never ever talk anything down about CFP, and I'll never ever say that QPFP is better than CFP. Okay, I'll just share how should you evaluate a program. Okay, evaluate a program based on 3 things. 1, you need to see the curriculum. Okay, you go and see the CFP curriculum and QPFP curriculum, which comprises of the sessions as well as the Pro Tools. Okay, Pro Tools are something which we are really proud about, and which QPFP really stands for. Okay, so evaluate the curriculum, check out both of them. Second, check out your trainer. Okay, it's not about just for example, QPFP has no self-study model. We do not believe, I repeat this, we do not believe in self-study model. Okay, so you have to undergo a training program, and we have these trainers who will be teaching you and from whom you'll be learning. So just go and see from whom you're going to be learning. Who is your trainer? In CFP, who is your trainer? In QPFP, who is your trainer? At QPFP, the trainers are all practitioners who are actually running their practices, a successful practice. Okay, so that is second. And third is obviously the cost structure. Okay, what is the cost of doing CFP versus what's the cost of doing QPFP? QPFP comes to 40,000 rupees. You need to go and check what is the cost which you'll incur, and that is a education. It's a guided. Okay, it's not self-study. It's a guided training program. It's not a self-study. It comes to around 40. You need to go and see what will be the guided program cost of doing a guided program or a true education provider with for CFP. And based on these 3 things, take your call on how and which is a good program for you. Okay, Shrikant, as I mentioned, you will be eligible. You just need to take one of the pro members' name and talk to him or her about you applying for the program, or speak to any of your any of the QPFP certificate, and you'll be eligible. Okay. Any other question? Cost of CFP, Vivek, the cost of CFP, what we have seen is comes to almost 90,000 to 1 lakh rupees if you are going through education provider. That is the guided training program. Okay. Please take the poll which is flashing on your screen, and also let's those of you who would like to apply, here is the application. Dipin, can we share the application link, application form link, please? Okay, here is the application form. Okay, all you have to do is fill this application form, mention how you are eligible, share what the graduation you have done, what are the industry exam which you have done. Okay, then what are your career goals, what are your expectations from program, and who is nominating you if you are getting nominated. Okay, and if you have your documents ready, you need to submit your documents. If you do not have them ready, you can always submit the documents later by email. Okay, so let's share with you on the chat. Apply here. Okay. Okay, so any other question? Please share the fee structure once again. Sure, Sujata, let me do that. The fee structure is this, okay? It is pay per module. We start with module 1, which will be free. So you don't have to pay anything in the initial 1 month, but you'll make the first payment after the first module is over. And if you decide to continue, okay? And then we go on, module wise, which is generally it falls, every month you'll have to pay this 9,991 rupees. So total cost come to 40,000 rupees. And then there are other optional things. If you wish to do that, you can do that. Otherwise, but this is something which is which you have to pay for the education. Okay, so anything else? Any other question? Or else just quickly checking how many of you are applying for the program now here. That's okay. Have we done this? Let's close this poll. Let's close the poll. Okay, I'm closing the poll, which is flashing on your screen. Those of you who have mentioned that you are applying, go ahead and apply now, okay? Because the applications are closing really fast and you don't have to pay up anything at this point. So just go ahead and apply so that you are able to reserve your seat, okay? Let me end the poll. Okay, cool, good. Anything else, friends? Anything else which you have, or else we will call it a day? I hope the session was useful with Kathy and even the 3 secrets of building a successful practice. Bhavin, what's your question? Shrikant, it will be a pleasure to have you. Great to have you. Thank you so much. Please share fee structure once again. Okay. I am a CA. Bhavin is asking, I'm a CA. I'm not into any advice practice right now. Would I be eligible to receive the certificate of QPFP based on my CA certification? Bhavin, are you dealing with income tax, personal income tax with your clients? If that is there, then you will be eligible. I am a private company employee. Okay. So Bhavin, what you can do is there is a way in which we define experience, and we are strict by that experience. Okay. We don't just what you have to do is just talk to my team member, put across your case. But even otherwise, I assume that you're doing this certification because you want to get into practice at some point in time. Okay. Because you want to get into practice inside, at least do the program. Okay. And you can always wait for the certification in case your current experience is not eligible. Okay. At least do the program, which itself is, we know that many people start doing QPFP because they want to get into practice, because they are fed up with their job. I'm sure you must be one of those, one of such kind of candidates, and it's perfectly fine. It's always good to prepare yourself before taking the plunge, okay? And do the program, and then you can always get the certification later. Does that make sense, Bhavin, for you? Yeah. Any other questions you have, or else I will, Vivek Sharma have answered, Bhavin I have answered. Okay. Bhavin, please call up Ruchika. Her number should be here, is here. Okay, it's right here. You can just call her up and check with her and tell her to request back a response on your query. Okay. Okay, cool, good. Thank you so much, friends, and hope this was useful. I look forward to see you all in the QPFP program starting very soon. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.